Hey, this is Kurt Angle, and I want to give a shout out to the best podcast in the business, NightCap Recap. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. NightCap Recap here for you. NightCap Recap Media up on YouTube, specialty media as well. Please follow along. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis. We are back again, back and better than ever. You following us yet? You listening to us yet? You understand we're the best in the business for a reason. Teddy, what's up?
Ahead of the game. That's the motto here, Jimmy. Great to be alive on a Wednesday night, recording the NightCap Recap with you. And I can't echo those words. We appreciate the likes, the follows, the listens. Both shows did really good numbers. Both clips, Jimmy on the spot, putting the clips up on our Instagram page. If you don't follow it, at @night_cap_recap, Full Press Media on the YouTube page. Jimmy said it from the top, but we appreciate all the likes, follows, listens, and even if you don't agree with us, any kind of conversation we could have on the show and we could bring it to you guys, we're always willing to talk about it.
Look, I've gotten people on Twitter, on X, on Instagram commenting on these things, saying, oh my God, how do you guys know all this stuff? People DMing me about it. It's like, guys, I've watched professional wrestling a long time. Myself and Teddy, we go back a long ways. We brought our wrestling figures to kindergarten, having matches. Like, we know how to book this stuff. And Teddy called it. I've called it. And I think after what we saw Monday night, I doubled down, if not tripled down, on my statement that LA Knight needs to be the world champion after whenever this match is going to be, Hell in a Cell, whenever. The way he is over with this crowd, the way they've turned Solo into this ultra babyface, put the belt on LA Knight now.
Jimmy, absolutely. If this doesn't end at least with a 2 to 3 month, I mean, look, in a perfect world, we want LA Knight to have the run of a lifetime with the title. But if this doesn't at least end in October at Hell in a Cell with him winning the strap triumphantly, whether it's help from Solo, a pissed off Jacob, which we'll talk about in this segment, or whatever it may be, clean, whatever you want to call it, and he doesn't at least get a run to the Royal Rumble, then we're doing something wrong. You know, that's what you've been talking about. Let's have a little run here to see how the audience reacts, how the numbers do to him as the world heavyweight champion on the flagship show. It's what they did with a bunch of guys. You laid it out last week. If we don't get that, then this is all for naught. This amazing segment that we got on Monday night that's gotten like 50 million views on WWE's YouTube had that OG Bloodline feel pre-2024. We're talking like from the time the story ended for Cody, those segments that were leading up those last couple of years from 2020 up to 2024, I think Paul Heyman had something to do with producing or directing this segment for sure, because he was always involved with the Bloodline, obviously. This was without him, and this had that feel of those Bloodline segments that we all came to love, and that's why I think it got a lot of traction online and a lot of people watching it, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what the match was last week between Jay and Solo. I guess it was just to bring him in front of Roman Reigns. But, man, like you said, OG Bloodline, yeah, did it have the same feel when Sammy turned? Yeah. But you know what? It's okay to copy history. We've laid it out before. Go back to your past when you're WWE. There's ways to make things better. There's ways to improve on things. I loved it. You thought he was going to hit. First of all, I don't know why the Usos are getting Black Ulafalas like they're captains. And then Jacob's just over in the corner, just so mad. This is setting up for Jacob Fatu to be this badass babyface that we wanted, and how they just ruined him with this Bloodline crap. And you mentioned it. LA Knight hits the ring. Yeah, he gets beat up. Solo is about to spike him. He's telling him, I'm sorry. He's feeding him the Shawn Michaels lines to Ric Flair. Then out of nowhere, hits him with the Samoan spike. LA Knight and Solo clean house. Jacob Fatu's in the corner. Just like, dude, I had this handled.
Yep.
But you told me to back off and don't touch him.
Yep.
So he's like, screw you. I'm not going to help you.
Yeah, like, Jimmy, we could go step by step here because you just nailed it. Like, the Usos, we can't talk about enough how Roman, that's what that signified. He gave those Ulafala captainships to the Usos, and we all thought Jacob was going to get one too, and he didn't get one, and he felt slighted. So it was a combination of not only him, Roman telling him, I'll handle this myself. It's also he didn't get the Ulafala like the Usos. While he probably feels like I've been doing all the dirty work, the Usos just been there and not doing anything. And Jay lucked out with his brother helping him to beat Solo. So Jacob, it made sense for him to not get involved and just kind of stand there, because now that's going to build the internal struggle with Roman and Jacob, right? Like, and here's what you and I have been saying. I know Jeremy, our boy Jeremy, shout out the third man. We know he loves Roman, believes Roman will be successful either way, babyface or heel. How many times do we have to say on this show, when he was pushed as a babyface, nobody bought it? It wasn't good. This time, since WrestleMania 40, they had an opportunity to do some kind of interesting redemption story with Roman. They never went that route. They never went the route of, he redeemed himself and he learned from his mistakes of being this guy who took advantage of his family and was a real asshole to them. Instead, he stayed the same guy. He even said it in the promo. Things change. I don't change. The only thing that changed was people cheered him and threw up the ones. That's the only thing that changed. So this whole time, to me, he's been the heel. I guess on Monday night, they kind of confirmed, he's back to being the asshole that he was. He beat the crap out of, Solo gets the Tongan death grip, and Roman just kind of lets him sit there and say, hey, Solo, you sit there while I handle my business. Treated him like crap, like dirt, like he's been treating everybody. Finally, we can say out loud he is a heel, but I feel like this is why the Bloodline segments were missing something, Jimmy.
Yeah, 100%.
Too tweenerish, right? Too babyface tweenerish, right?
Well, the issue is Roman, whether he has the belt, doesn't have the belt. I'm not saying he's in the Austin level of pops and stuff.
The people love him. We can't deny that.
The people love him regardless. Like
this version of the tribal chief. Yes.
This version of the tribal chief. When he was pre-Cody, before WrestleMania 40, no one liked him. Even though people were throwing up ones and all, they were sheep.
He was doing a good job as a heel. He was doing a great job as it was what he should be doing.
Right. But here's the deal. Look, he told the Bloodline to back off in all of his matches, right? Maybe this is the way to finally, hit the crescendo of, hey, wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to be this together. Wait a minute. It's always about you. You got to be the top dog all the time. What about everybody else? If this is the way it's going to be, you told us not to interfere in matches. Are you going to start, needing us in your matches? Because if that's the case, maybe these guys don't show up now. Yeah,
absolutely, Jimmy. I think that's what they're kind of going to try to go to here. It's like Roman's trying to do things on his own, but apparently now he's going to need some help. Are these guys going to help him now after being told, hey, we're on a level playing field? But really, deep down, we know Roman's modus operandi. It's all about me. It's all about number one. Can we prop up Roman? Look, kayfabe, he made his family look really good in this segment. Jacob came out looking good. Solo is an awesome baby face that's beloved now. LA Knight came out looking good. Everybody came out looking good in this segment. So kayfabe, great job by Roman. Except the Usos. Storyline-wise, Roman's the same guy he always was. Now he actually, outwardly was being an asshole heel again to his family, and now we can say, okay, we're going to boo this guy because LA Knight, pop of a lifetime, once again, coming out to make the save on Solo. And I'm excited for this duo of LA Knight and Solo. I think they're going to be hilarious.
This has got to be a pivot. This has to be
a big-time pivot because it sounded like that they were going to not let this be like a long-term thing with Solo, but it caught on so much. People love the pew-pew. I mean, his facial reactions when they showed the video package of Roman and Solo and the history of it, and he was like, oh, damn, did I do all that? Did I really say all of that? Like, oh, man, they're going to really beat me up here. They beat him up, and then he pulls out the gun, the pew-pew at the Usos. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. He's getting to be himself.
And the post stuff, you get to hear the audio. LA Knight's like, you know what you just did, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what you just did.
And Solo's like, yeah. He's like, I owe you one. And LA Knight says, no, I owe you one. And they're like, yeah.
So, I mean, if we're going to get a little tag team here, and I think eventually, I don't know how long it's going to be, whether it's a couple weeks, a month, two, It's going to be Solo, Jacob, and LA Knight taking on Usos and Roman.
Oh, for sure. That's happening eventually.
That's a 6-man tag. That's eventually going to happen.
Yeah, whether it's pre-war games, post-war games, I don't know what the internal plan is. If that gets rolled into the war games, this storyline, because really what comes out of this, which I love that they did here, what's next? Like, where do we go from here?
Obviously, we know we have the title match.
LA Knight and Roman, yeah.
I still think you got to pull the trigger on LA Knight here.
Yeah, I think the way that you do this is Uso's going to try to come in and help, obviously, Roman retain. And I think Solo's going to try to help. It's going to be one of those things where both interferences don't work out. Jacob's going to be the guy that it's going to come down there, maybe inadvertently goes to hit LA Knight. He hits Roman. That causes more internal strife.
Right.
We need something here, right, Jimmy? We need something.
So I got an idea. You know my brilliant ideas that come on the show.
Black book, man. The black book of ideas.
Black book of ideas. Usually it's just up here.
Yeah.
So we got the MFTs, right? We got the Tongans, right?
The tag team champs now with Haku.
How about we put these guys in this storyline with Roman and the Usos?
I mean, that's what I thought the original plan was going to be, Jimmy. I mean, when I was like thinking about this, like maybe even a year ago, I was like, all right, well, I think we're leading to like a mega Samoan group with everybody, with the Tongans, with the MFTs, because like it made sense. But they've pivoted so much. I mean, if you bring those guys in this, what allegiance do they have? Where are they at? I mean, look, we know Zilla just showed up on NXT too. So like, who's aligning with who here, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
yeah,
this quick pivot here before we get back on the Raw. That line by Grayson Waller better have been approved by Zilla Fatu.
I think it was. It had to have been, right? I mean, I don't think he would have said it otherwise. Grayson Waller's been killing it on NXT, man.
Yeah, he was up in CM Punk's face too.
I love it. I love to listen. They're doing something with him. Finally, he stood out, and they're doing something with him.
Right, exactly. I like this segment to close Raw. I thought it was perfect.
Well done, OG Bloodline feel. Let's build on this because since SummerSlam, they've been cooking with the storylines.
Right, and it feels like WWE, the creative in WWE, basically has told TKO, go, you know yourself.
We're listening to our fans. We're going to do it our way, and we're going to finally do the youth movement here. And we're going to make all these younger guys look good, right?
Right, exactly. That's the way you got to do it. So, but the other big segment on Raw was Bron Breakker and Obafemi.
Yeah.
Great showdown.
Loved it.
Two dudes, by the way, just get Bron Breakker out of vision, please. Just do it.
Yeah. Dissolve it officially, you're saying.
Just dissolve it officially.
I think you know what the problem is, Jimmy? Logan Paul's injury might be lingering. I mean, I think he'll be back soon. If Logan Paul didn't have this injury, it would have been Theory and Logan Paul as the tag champs. Braun would be out of this thing by now, probably.
He just doesn't look like he gives a crap in these vision
segments. In those segments, he does not care.
He does not care.
And you could tell because he's so locked in when his promo before calling out Oba. He's so locked in, and that's the Bron Breakker that I remember from NXT and his rookie year run when he was the IC champ saying, hey, we got any dogs barking out there? And then he organically got over. That's the Bron Breakker I want going forward, man.
And now you get this match on a Saturday night's main event.
On a Sunday, though.
On a Sunday.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. It's Sunday night's main event now in Atlanta. Paul Heyman coming out and saying, I guess, kayfabe, whatever, but says we answer to shareholders, maybe a shot at Tony Khan. I don't know. Not listening to the fans, not giving free matches away on free TV, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it technically is free TV.
Yeah, it is, right? But Heyman says we got to promote this the right way. Give it a couple weeks, your hometown of Atlanta. I kind of like this.
Oh, wait. So we're actually learning from previous mistakes then.
Right, we are,
Instead of putting Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold Steve Austin and King of the Ring qualifier like that.
Yeah, right. What I do like that's interesting is, as you saw at the end of the segment, Heyman shook Oba's hand, and Braun saw it, and he's like, what's going on here? And he's like, hey, that's business, right? We're making good business. We're promoting it. Heyman is like the role of Don King right now, or somebody, like a promoter.
Dude, you know he's screwing somebody out.
Part of me is like, I kind of would love to see the others. It's not going to happen because I don't think we're going to get the Oba heel run for a while.
You don't need to do it right now.
Yeah, imagine Heyman just and Oba pull the swerve, and Heyman's been working with Oba. Like, that would be amazing because you could do that, and it might work. But I think Heyman, it's going to be a mishmash finish. We're not getting a clean winner right now, I think.
But the way Oba did the Bron Breakker voice was hysterical.
Which is great because if you know the truth, that Obafemi does not have an accent. He speaks perfect English, so it is actually hilarious. He did a great Bron Breakker.
Did you see? I went back and watched the clip. Bron tried not to break character so bad.
Yeah, you could see he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna laugh right now." And the same thing happened with Jacob. He almost laughed at Jey Uso doing the yeeting to Solo. Those guys make each other laugh. I don't know how they get through these segments without laughing. It's funny.
I don't get it.
But you're right. Like, Bron almost cracked a laugh there, right?
But it comes down to who the future is.
Yeah.
Well, these guys are the future.
Both of them. I think
both those guys.
Yeah.
This feud, like, this is just the beginning of, like, remember when, like, in 97, Triple H and Rocky Maivia, The Rock,
hell yeah,
like, just started.
Yeah.
Him and Austin just started.
It's the beginnings. It's what I said last week. I said this has the potential to be this generation's, like, that feud the big name feuds for each generation. This has the potential for that, and this is just the beginning, right, Jimmy?
I cannot wait for Sunday night's main event, which is Saturday night's main event, but they can't do Saturday because it's All Out. And
right.
So, I mean, like, realistically, if you were smart, like, I know you can't do it now, but maybe you would have kept Saturday night's main event. This match actually is good counter programming instead of the AAA and NXT garbage that you're going to get.
Yeah, no, you're right, because I think that would genuinely pop a good number both ways. Like, it would be interesting to see running head-to-head how that would look like.
I'm just saying, like, so, look, again, I'm a marketing guy. I know how to do these things. Like, it's the business, right? What else was good for business on Raw? Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio, killed it. Ray turning the clocks back like this was like, I don't know, 97 Ray? Like, it felt like...
Jimmy, I don't know how... Is he 50? Is he over 50?
He's got to be over 50.
It's unbelievable. Like, he's still an active Hall of Famer. He's probably the only active WWE Hall of Famer.
But he was doing stuff that I hadn't seen him do in years.
It's unbelievable that... Because last year, I think he had a really bad injury where they were wondering if he was going to have to call it a career. Right?
That's the reason he didn't wrestle Gunther.
Right, he had a very severe injury. Turn back the clock is an understatement, Jimmy. Like, we both said it when we were watching it, because we always compare Gable to Kurt Angle, the modern-day Kurt Angle. This was shades of their 2002 SummerSlam match. If you go back and watch that, that's one of the greatest
opener.
Yeah.
And the best opener ever.
Yeah, nonstop action, bell to bell. This one was more of a build-up, and I can't believe Ray was able to go pound for pound, punch for punch, with a specimen like Chad Gable. And they did this so well. Like, I really thought Ray might pull this victory out the way they were playing this match.
The fans kind of wanted him to win.
Yeah, I think, because that's when you know wrestlers are doing a good job. Like, they're always going to cheer. If you do it right, the veteran who once was the great, they always want to see, can he do it one more time? Like, so they did that perfect to a T. Doesn't take away from, like, Gable also being a babyface at all. What a match. Like, one of the best matches of 2026, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that's probably the best match on Raw in like 6 months.
It's been a while, right? Yeah,
Punk and Breakker to open.
Punk and Breakker was one of the best this year. Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, to me, those are the two all-time classics on Raw this year right now.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, Gable, if he's going to give us like classics,
just do it every week, please.
Yeah, give us IC title classics every week. We'll take that, man.
And then give him the belt, and then give him the world title.
Yeah,
make him Kurt Angle.
Yeah, have him drop the title to another upcoming superstar and get that world title run going, right?
Like, I think he really can be Kurt Angle. Like, he really
can.
Dude, this dude can wrestle. This dude can work. He can cut promos. Like, it's Kurt Angle.
And if you're not going to give him the title, at least let him work those main events. Like, you're telling me Gable Rollins, Gable Roman, Gable, anybody in the main event. Breakker, LA Knight, Oba. Yeah. Like, you're telling me this guy can't put on clinics with every single guy we just named? Like, he would. He would do it. He would do it. Anything else from Raw that we need to discuss? No, I mean, I think that AAA tournament is going to obviously end up being Phoenix and Penta in the final. We're going to get the Lucha Bros final, unless they pull the trigger and swerve us with Dragon Lee, who's also been awesome. But I think we're getting the Lucha Bros.
I think it's Lucha Bros.
Yeah, and then that's gonna be a classic. and I think Penta's going to win it. I thought it was a cool little nugget. I sent it to you. I forgot the guy who wrestled Dragon Lee on Monday night. I don't want to disrespect El Fiscal. His dad apparently wrestled in '97 on Raw during that era when they were bringing in the luchadors.
Oh, right before like the Royal Rumble that year. Yeah,
apparently. So that's a cool little tidbit that father and son.
He looked like the Gold Ranger.
He looked dressed like the Gold Ranger, but pretty cool little nugget of information that dad and son both wrestled on Monday Night Raw.
So we talked about the Bloodline, and we talked about the realism of wrestling. And this is a common theme if you listen to the NightCap recap. The fact of the matter is wrestling is good. Wrestling draws eyeballs when it's real. Well, you can't get more real or realer or however the proper English is. Sorry to all my English teachers out there.
Mr. Bender would not be proud.
Would not be proud. It's more real. But anyway, then CM Punk and Kevin Owens on Friday Night SmackDown. When you're listening to this, Friday night, the 21st in Toronto, world title on the line, WWE Championship. Whew. The promos, these two dudes, I wish the title match wasn't this soon because I want like another 2 weeks of just promos.
Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, what this is telling me, I mean, look, I expect this to continue for a couple more matches. Like, I don't think we're just going to get a one-and-done, one-off title match in Toronto. Like, are they going to pull the trigger with KO winning it? His family's going to be there, apparently, right? They're saying.
I mean, I would do it, and then you can just always switch the title back another time.
Yeah, because Punk will get the rematch, and we can get 2 more matches out of this. We can make it a trilogy, right? I mean, we're going to get something out of it. Like, I think you have KO win here, Punk gets the rematch, wins it back, KO gets a rematch because he's a former champ, and then we blow it off, decide who's going to be the champ, probably Punk going forward, because we could get, like you said, a month, 2 months more of awesome promos with these two guys. KO finally mentioning the issue they had 20 years ago in ROH. KO felt disrespected, which was apparently true. Apparently, Punk went on commentary back in 2006 when Kevin Steen was wrestling and made light of his weight and all that other stuff. And obviously, KO didn't take kindly.
In a shirt. And
didn't take kindly to that, obviously. I mean, you should not take kindly to that. And then they, without mentioning it, AEW was kind of mentioning it because Punk loves doing this. He did it to Drew Mack, who anointed you the chosen one. Couldn't say Vince's name. Then who are your friends? Like, your friends don't like me. Who are your friends, KO? We know who they are. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. You can't say it. So
and he's like, well, it's just not 3 of them.
Yeah,
it's all my friends. It's all my friends that don't like you.
Yeah, which is great. So I love that we can actually mention it without mentioning it.
I do think that line is. I do think this was good improv by both guys because I really don't think the name 'em line was part of the script.
No, it definitely was not part of the script at all. That was
like when he went down that line of, my friends don't like you. Why don't you name them?
Yeah, why don't you name them?
Why don't you name them?
I love that. I love that Punk does that all the time. It's hilarious.
But good on Kevin Owens for being like, well, it's just not the 3 guys you think it is.
Yeah, it's everybody.
It's everybody hates you.
Yeah, I still think like Punk is leaning more the heel here, man. I think.
I mean, like you said before, the last couple of weeks, like, how can you boo a guy that just coming off neck surgery hasn't been wrestled in like 17 months?
It's impossible. And obviously in Toronto, he's going to have the babyface heroes reaction. It's going to be like Sammy in Montreal.
Punk's going to get booed out of the building.
Yeah, it's going to be like Sammy in Montreal. I mean, look, this is what's going to happen. KO's going to get...
I mean, I don't know, though. Punk's pretty popular north of the border.
Punk is popular everywhere. I'm probably, embellishing a little bit, but I think the way Punk's playing this, I mean, you could just go heel.
I mean, he could go full-on heel.
He could if he wanted to. It seems like that they don't want to go full-fledged.
I mean, but I'm saying, like, on the entrance and everything. Like, just come out and just
like trolling him?
Yeah.
Punk is the king of trolling people, so he'll do something.
Imagine if he could come out to his ROH theme.
We're still, well, I want him to come out to This Fire Burns, but they did at least play some of that ROH theme at the beginning of his video package at Mania, right? We got a little bit of that, so that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, so it'll be good, but these guys have made it real, right? We've talked about it. Cody and Orton are making it real, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's legit Owens and Punk just don't like each other. But now we're seeing it with Cody and Orton. These guys don't like each other. This is what makes wrestling so good and what keeps the audience attention span, because you have a real storyline with Cody, with Orton, legacy, all this stuff. We just never played it off going into Mania.
And this time, look, Cody had the chance this time to return the favor on Randy and set him up with the ring steps and was going to smash him in the head with the chair. He was pulled back by Jason Jordan, all the officials,
all the geeks,
all the geeks, the pencil neck geeks pulled him back. I think
the Stooges, the new Stooges.
The Stooges, yeah. I think they're still holding off on a full-fledged Cody going heel. That's going to be like another year away because it's not going to work for this storyline, I think, just yet, because Orton's the bad guy. So, but I think this is going to, the way at the end of this feud, it should be where Cody had to go through such hell mentally, physically, emotionally, that he's just like can no longer go back to the good Cody, right? I think at the end of how many matches we get here, Orton will have to push his buttons so far and made him do so many bad things in matches that Cody has no choice but to go the other way. I think that's the end goal for this, right?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think that's like how you have to play it, because I mean you can't do goody two shoes Cody every single time.
No, because that's why Hogan got stale.
Right. You want to risk him getting stale. I know definitely QB1, face of the company, was part of like the resurgence. I know how he feels personally, like he takes pride and honor in that. But when you gotta make the pivot, when you got to make the pivot sometimes.
Look, the Undertaker's always said it. When Attitude Era was coming, he knew the dead man character was never going to survive.
Time to change, right?
Time to change. Hogan turned heel in 96. He was still QB1 at WCW.
Yeah, and kudos to Hall and Nash for helping him not cut dumb promos, any babyface promos, because that's a good story. Like if you go back, we've been seeing these clips of like the early NWO promos, and the stories where that Nash says it all the time. We had to tell Hogan, hey, you're still going Hulkamania here. Like you got to change your promo style, man. You can't be you can't be doing Hulkamania promos when you're a heel.
You can't be saying brother anymore.
Yeah, right. So, but you mentioned Realism. How about, and I know you were going to bring it up, how about the Chelsea Green segment? Realism.
I mean, like, first of all, again, head of the game, listen to the NightCap recap, people. We've told you they're going to keep the belt on her. We said they were going to use a mask. That's probably what they're going to do. Chelsea laid it into Nick Aldis. She's like, it's just bad luck. My luck's crap. Every time I get to the mountaintop, something has to happen. You're not taking this title away from me. And if you do, everybody knows who the real champ is.
Yeah. Playing to Nick Aldis's emotion, which was great because they have like a long-standing history as well.
It's like she's like, you had your moment with your wife and your kid at SummerSlam. How dare you take that away from me? You, of all people, should know.
Yeah. That was great. I mean, this built so much sympathy.
That was her best promo ever.
Yeah, career. Ever. Yeah, because that felt real. I was watching that, and I'm like, oh, man, like sometimes you could tell when they're scripted and they're trying to hit their beats and their points and mixing in what they want to say. This was all from the heart. This is what she felt, because every time she has got it hired by WWE, she either got hurt or got fired immediately. Finally got to the mountaintop. This happens. And playing to Nick Aldis's emotions, too, as well. And him saying, hey, I shouldn't be doing this as a GM, but I'm doing this as a person. You have 30 days to get cleared, get a mask, whatever. And you said it. Rock the mask. You could wrestle with the mask. So,
and by the way,
great.
By the way, how many people followed us using the Britt Baker example?
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's what it is. And Chelsea got the entire audience chanting for her. It's very rare that you get this kind of emotion when you can play on the people's emotions, even at home. Like I'm home and I'm like,
this is the type of character.
I'm feeling this. Yeah.
Regardless of injury, unless she really physically couldn't go.
Yeah.
She has to remain on TV because of her popularity.
Exactly. And everybody, she is so beloved. She's the underdog she's the little engine that could, like you said, the little engine that could, like everybody gets behind a wrestler like this, that when their time finally comes, everybody's so happy for them. And then you get Gunther coming out, right?
Being a complete asshole.
Yeah, which was great, because then Chelsea's just standing there and he's being like a jerk to her, and she's like, "Hey, wait a minute." She went toe to toe with Gunther on the mic in the ring. I love seeing that because you don't get too many interactions of the female and the male wrestlers in this way that much anymore in this era. So
like
I think
he's complaining about SummerSlam, how he got screwed.
Yeah.
And Nick Aldis is like, wait a minute, I put you in the match.
Yeah. And Chelsea's like, oh, you lost. Too bad. You're small, weak, fragile ego. Love Cardona coming in to stand up for his wife.
And making it real because this is the first time, like you were going to say.
Yeah. They've acknowledged that they're husband and wife on television, right? And, of course, Gunther's going to get the better of him. But I think the whole segment made Chelsea Green look so good. I loved it.
It was great. You have a genuine superstar.
Yeah.
Babyface, Chelsea Green. We know Chelsea can play heel. We know that.
Yes.
But now we're going to get babyface Chelsea Green.
Yeah, and I think they're already building in a story because now she accidentally cost Tiffany Stratton a U.S. title, right?
I like that.
And Tiffany's better as a heel, so.
She was way better as a heel.
Yeah.
By the way, Fatal Influence, all the gold.
Oh.
Again, learning from past mistakes.
Yes.
When Damage Control was first put together, this is what needed to happen to make them a legitimate group.
They should have skyrocketed them immediately. They didn't do it.
And they've done it with Fatal Influence.
And that's part of the Bayley disrespect we talk about all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Bayley needs to go to AEW.
Yeah, we still don't know what's going on with her. Like, she's still putting out weird messages and feelers. Supposedly, WWE was shocked with her posts. AEW's doesn't know what's going on, so stay tuned on that.
It's called being real. It's called being
reality
real.
Sells in pro
reality,
wrestling, right?
Blurring the lines sells. Eric Bischoff, our boy Eazy-E. Shout out to our guy.
That's absolutely.
Reality sells. Now, before we wrap up the wrestling, fantasy booking, Cody, 4 Horsemen, this was brought up.
Yeah.
If he ever went heel, should we bring back the 4 Horsemen? We haven't had a legit good male faction in a while.
Right.
Obviously we had Bloodline, right? But like Triple H had Evolution, and that really
in that vein. You're talking about that kind of vein, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time we get the Horsemen back.
I mean, David Schumacher, obviously wrestling historian, great podcast, brought this up. And then Kev, shout out to Kev, our friend Lacey, and Drew.
We were going to do it with MJF and Pinnacle, and I really liked it.
That was great, yeah. Shout out to Kev and Drew, though, for saying, hey, you guys should fantasy book this on the podcast. Throw out who you guys think would be in this group or what makes sense. So let's fantasy book this thing, Jimmy. I mean, what are you thinking here? Cody is the leader. What am I thinking?
Obviously, Cody is the leader of this
Cody's
thing.
The leader, yep.
I got William Regal as a manager, JJ Dillon.
Love that. Wow.
I got Ethan Page, Nick Aldis.
Wow. Ooh, I like that.
And this is my I could put Drew Mack in here.
Wow. That's awesome. I love that.
Now, caveat. If Bobby Roode could ever wrestle again, put him in that group.
Oh, he should be in this group 100% if he was wrestling.
If he was wrestling, that's the group.
I love that. I love the Nick Aldis edition because I feel like that's when you think of a 4 Horsemen. I mean, Nick Aldis could be out of that crew right there. Like, who would be Cody's Arn Anderson? I think Nick Aldis or Drew could be like Arn Anderson, right? I feel like that's perfect. And Ethan Page is we're simpatico with that because I think the first guy I thought of.
The first guy immediately I thought of was Ethan Page.
Because shout out to him. He was on CVV's podcast and said he asked for the ego to be removed from his theme song because he's tired of fans singing along with theme songs. That's a guy who wants to be a heel and understands the business. And that's Cody's guy from AEW. I immediately went to AEW guys, like Cody's group of guys from back then. I mean, let me throw out Kevin Drew's. Now, Drew, our buddy Drew, was in line with you on the Drew McIntyre. He said,
okay.
Drew, which was like, you guys are simpatico with that. So he said, obviously Cody. Then he said either a young guy, either a Ricky Saints or I had Ricky Saints in mind. I'll mention.
I like Ricky Saints.
Yeah, or Carmelo Hayes. He says Melo's probably better off on his own. So
yeah,
Ricky Saints, And then instead of Drew Mack, he said a Drew Mack or a Gunther also would make sense in a Horseman. But Gunther again is a solo guy. But Gunther, he wears the suits. You could see him as a Horseman type.
I could see him as a Horseman.
He's perfect. And then Lacey went a little more outside the box. He did say Ethan Page like you and I did. He said a heel Gable and LA Knight to me. He didn't fit for me, but Kev said he seems like LA Knight as a heel.
So let me add to. Can I add to Lacey's for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
So if you have a heel Gable, give me heel Creeds, and there's your.
Heel Creeds. Yeah, you're talking about the other American Alpha, right? Creeds and Gable. Yeah, you need a tag team, and this is. I'm going to throw what I ended up with. My original initial thought was if you can get FTR to leave AEW.
Oh, my God,
to WWE,
oh, my God, yes.
There's your Tully and Arn. You get FTR with Cody and then alternate between Ethan Page or Ricky Saints. I think Ethan Page would be the guy there. So that's what I said if in a fantasy booking world where I could bring guys from
if we're going to bring guys in from other companies, yes.
You can't get more Horsemen than the FTR being in that, right? Our guy.
My God, yeah.
So I did it, and then also shout out Charlotte. I said if you could get a female in there, you need a Flair and a Horseman. It'd be cool if you could go Cody, Charlotte, Ethan Page, and Ricky Saints. But I'll take out Charlotte. I'll throw in Saints and Page, keep his AEW crew. And I love what you said about I didn't have a fourth guy. I wanted a big man. But I think you might have sold me on Nick Aldis, man. I kind of like that fit. That's a great fit.
That's a 4 Horseman.
That's a 4 Horseman. I think Nick Aldis would be the guy that makes complete sense as that smug British heel that wears the suits. I mean, what's better than that, right?
All these guys would be perfect. Ethan Page wears a suit.
Yep.
Cody wears a suit.
Aldis
wears a suit.
And Drew Mack could be like this, that grinder, right? Like that guy. He's not wearing a suit. He's just the enforcer.
But Regal wears a suit as a J.J. Dillon.
Yeah, and Regal is. I love Regal as your manager. Kev did throw out. Brandy could be the valet. Brandy could be the female manager.
Yeah, but she has never been on WWE TV outside of the match, outside of being in the crowd
or being a ring announcer back in the day, right?
Back in the day.
So I think you could do something with that crew of people because you'd elevate the younger talent and Ethan Page.
Well, I was trying to think of Evolution, how we elevated Batista and Orton. And we revitalized Flair.
Right. Exactly. You're revitalizing Cody with the guys that are backing him up. I feel like that would be the perfect
Like I said, my ultimate guy would be in there if he was ever cleared to wrestle would be Bobby Roode.
Of course. Yeah, Bobby Roode makes total sense. Imagine the glorious one, right? With
no, but it would be Robert Roode.
It'd be Robert Roode. It'd be TNA Robert Roode, right?
Yes.
I agree with that. There's so many ways you could go. I feel like if you wanted to go to the tag team route, you got to get FTR back into the company. That's
yes. Or like I said, you build off Lacey's with Gable, heel Creeds with Cody and Ethan Page. You could go 5 guys, whatever.
Yeah, one guy's like a manager or whatever. I mean, there's so many potential things you could do here with the fantasy booking. I love it. I love that idea.
Shout out David Schumacher for coming up with that. I think there's something there if he ever turns heel.
Yeah, could be something. And if you don't want, as someone who I'm not a big fan of let's reboot it and do it again. You could call it something else. It doesn't have to be Horseman 2.0 because Evolution was Evolution. So you could come up with another name if you wanted to, right?
But it have to be cool though.
It'd have to be a good name. It couldn't be ridiculous, right? We need a good name. So
we need a good name. We can't have some ridiculous crap. Because we had Undisputed Era, which was really cool.
Yes.
Complete fumble job by WWE.
That should have been the group right now running roughshod over the company the last 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have Adam Cole running roughshod. Unfortunately, with his injuries, it didn't work out.
Yeah, but you never know if he doesn't get injured.
If he stays in WWE, I'm going to say he probably works a little safer and doesn't get as banged up. Right?
Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish, Cole, O'Reilly, Fish, and Roddy Strong.
Yeah. I mean, what a crew right there, right?
That's a crew.
I loved it, man.
You had so many options with that crew, man.
Yeah, Roddy Strong was great. I loved O'Reilly and Strong as the tag team together.
I did too. I thought it was better than Fish and O'Reilly.
I agree. I think those two meshed a lot better with their tag team skills.
And they just run roughshod off over NXT the whole time.
Absolutely, man. Missed opportunities.
Missed opportunities, but hey, that's the past, right? So the wrestling is done. Feel free to leave your Horseman type group in the comments. When we clip it, please feel free to give us your Horseman people, because I think if Cody does go heel, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go in the comments on YouTube or on our Instagram or wherever we clip it, man. Let us know who will be your 4 horsemen with Cody.
Right, exactly. So, enough of the wrestling. NFL preseason is underway. We had fights at training camp. Clearly, Scott Steiner's kid's going to WWE with that German suplex.
That was his WWE tryout tape, Jimmy. A German suplex to a Dallas Cowboys player on the practice field. I mean, he's tailor-made for WWE.
Yep. Brock Rex Steiner. Yep.
We'll see him in a couple of years.
We'll see him in a couple of years.
The Steiner brothers will be back with Bronn and
yeah,
Brock.
we might see him in a few months. Let's be honest. If he doesn't make the Saints roster,
he's already suspended for 6 games.
Yep.
So let's see.
I think he's headed to NXT a lot sooner than we think.
I think so too, Jimmy.
But yeah, gotta love this kid Fernando Mendoza saying everything right with the Raiders, man. That kid is the future of that team. Calling Tom Brady Mr. Brady. Yeah. Listening to everything he has to say, getting into these joint camps, commenting on, oh, wait a minute, he's like, I wish I had some plays back. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Those are learning experiences. How can you hate this kid, man?
I agree, Jimmy. It's kind of refreshing, right? You don't really in today's modern athlete, the last 10, 15 years, everybody's, flashy, all about themselves. The way they talk, most of the time, look, guys obviously are team guys, but it's refreshing to hear a guy talk like that about the learning experience, right? I know, I need time with the ones and the two. Like, I need to run with the first team to play against.
But he gave credit to the Texans ones and twos.
He did, right? And he said he shout out to their twos. Their twos are really good players too. You don't really hear guys saying things like this anymore.
I love it. It was so refreshing.
So I enjoyed it too, and I think he's definitely got a future. I hope that he does. He's the type of guy, I hope the city of Vegas or the losing doesn't take away what makes him special, his personality. Hopefully that stays the same throughout.
Well, if Kirk Cousins is going to take a beating for him this year, I think it'd be all right.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, look, maybe the Raiders are going to surprise. You never know.
They might. Interesting division. Chiefs got to prove it again after with the Mahomes injury and being out of it last year.
Kelsey still looks slow to me.
Yeah, I watched one clip of a training camp play, and he had a good initial burst off the line, and then he kind of was running the route, and I'm like, this guy's just chugging along. I mean, he has no speed. I mean, how does he expect to get open? He's going to have to get himself, and he was the king of getting into the open spaces. So
look, we know what CM Punk did with Kevin Owens talking about weight. I'm not trying to body shame Travis Kelce here.
I don't think it's a weight thing. I think he's just older, man.
He's slow.
Yeah.
As Will Smith said in Men in Black, little guys are a little soft around the midsection.
Yes, that happens. That happens, man. When you have retirement in mind and you're married to Taylor Swift, that will probably happen.
Yeah, he's got his speed and his footwork are not as quick as they were 5 years ago.
Yeah, and that's not even, that's just an age thing probably, man. It's not even maybe he isn't taking care of his body the best anymore.
I'm not saying he's not doing that. Please, for anybody who's going to kill me.
He was already getting slow, though. He
was getting slow last year and the year before.
Yes. This was already happening.
And let's be honest, Lefty,
yeah,
he was Mahomes' #1 target for about 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And the last couple of years, his targets and his catches went down significantly.
And that's because he's not getting his MO was, I'm going to find the open space. Remember what he did against Buffalo, the famous playoff game? He gets in those open spaces where there's nobody there. If you're slow off the line and you don't have the footwork anymore, guys are going to cover you with single coverage. You're not going to make a difference. You're going to have to just by luck be open. I think Mahomes is going to find ways to get him, but I feel like he's going to be more of a inside the 10-yard line touchdown guy. It's what happened to Jason Witten with Dallas, the end of his career.
Still a monster.
Stud monster, but became more of I'm going to be an inside the 10-yard line touchdown guy, find me in the end zone. I'm just going to get open in the end zone.
But Witten was able to catch those touchdowns. I'm not sure Kelsey's going to be able to get that same luck.
Yeah, look, he's not going to be a 20 to 20 guy anymore. He's going to be specifically a red zone threat to score a touchdown. I think that's what it's going to be for Kelsey.
Yeah, it's tough division, tough conference. Yeah. Look, I'll say this about Mike McCarthy and what he's doing with Drew Aller. I was talking with Waldron the other day. He's looked good. He's not with James Franklin anymore. Got a quarterback mind. His arm strength's there. There's potential for him in the NFL. I'm not saying I'm eating crow. I'm not saying anything like that. Last year in college, he was overhyped as a Heisman finalist, as a Heisman Trophy winner. And I'm like, in what system? James Franklin was poor. Penn State didn't play well. I'm like, he was drafted late, so the expectations aren't that high. And he's impressing with arm strength. Pittsburgh has something there with him and Will Howard. They do.
Both of them. Yeah.
Both of them are good.
This is good. You could develop behind Aaron Rodgers, both of them.
Exactly. So I think Mike McCarthy, I never had an issue with Mike McCarthy going to Pittsburgh because I know what he can do with quarterbacks. And he's humble about it. He's like, because I heard comments the other day. People say, hey, look what you're doing with these guys as a quarterback whisper. It's like, it's the guys that are working hard. They're, believing in everything. He appreciates the comments. I never liked the Aaron Rodgers signing. I'm like, you have these kids there. I don't think Rodgers makes a difference for Pittsburgh.
It's basically with Rodgers, you're waiting for either the injury that's going to knock him out for the year or pretty much more of the same that we just saw. Somehow they were able to get by on good defense and a running game, and Rodgers making a couple big plays here and there. I don't expect him to be
the division's already better.
Yeah, the division's like Baltimore, Cincinnati, and I think the Browns.
And
Cleveland might surprise just because obviously their defense keeps them in it. I know Myles Garrett is gone, but still a good defense. And maybe Deshaun Watson looks better this year.
I think you start Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, you think so? Although camp reports say that Watson's looking way better, obviously, than Shedeur right now.
I think Shedeur's the guy there.
Well, and I think eventually, he will get his opportunity. I would think that you invested in a kid like that.
Well, he's supposed to start.
And he finished out pretty decent too, right?
And he's supposed to start the second preseason game.
So we're going to get an idea. And Jimmy, I know people like to throw out preseason. We don't have as many preseason games anymore. There used to be 4, and used to be all right, by the time the 4th one rolls around, no one's playing anymore. We only got 3 now. Some teams follow a philosophy of we're going to play some of our starters. Other teams are like, no, we're not. The teams that are playing their starters, they're trying to knock some rust off so September isn't as bad. The rest of the guys, because they only
trying to make teams.
They only have 3 chances. And if you're telling me that really the second game now is the one where this is the most important one, guys are trying. So we're going to see a lot this week starting tomorrow. We're recording on a Wednesday. Thursday, we got some games the rest of this weekend of what's going to happen and who's going to possibly make these rosters and how good these guys look against other NFL ones.
Because guess what? There's a litany of injuries.
Yeah.
You got the list.
I got it.
But the waiver wire will be loaded after the third preseason game.
Yes.
When teams are looking to fill holes because of said injuries.
Yeah, no, I don't even know where to start, Jimmy. I could go with the Niners. We already know what their injuries are. I'll just name the 3 big ones.
Yeah, look, CMC, the Niners, we know it's the electrical.
Yeah, CMC, Mike Evans came back and got dinged up again. Nick Bosa still making his way back. The Colts, terrible news today for them. On top of Alec Pierce and Josh Downs, they're starting 2 receivers being banged up with groin injuries, hammy injuries. Tyler Warren, stud tight end. Groin injury, non-contact today. They pulled him early.
That's not good.
Yeah, you're already going to week 2 of the preseason. If these linger for about a month, these are guys that might not play till week 3 or 4. The Saints got hit with Jordan Tyson injured again. 2 months out, hammy. He's out. He was going to have a big rookie year apparently for them. Alvin Kamara going to miss a month of the season.
Whether he got hurt in a fight or not, no one knows.
Yeah, the Bears, Monungai. Their backup running back that they wanted, that was the rookie last year, that was really good. A lot of groin injuries. Guys need to stretch their groins, I think. Luther Burden.
Better conditioning.
Kobe Bryant. 3 guys there for the Bears. dinged up. Don't know when they're coming back. Jamal Adams, done for the year, got hurt in the Giants game. Malik Collins for the Browns, been dinged up. Jaden Higgins, Texans receiver, rookie last year, was primed to have a really good year too. Torn ACL. Brees Hall, Jets, running back, 2 to 3 week injury, pulled the groin, non-contact. Chuba Hubbard, hamstring for the Panthers. Jeremiah Love looked really good in that preseason game. Ankle injury, high ankle, might miss a month. Emeka Ibuka, Bucks, turf toe, might miss a month. Devontae Smith was able to come back for Philly. He had a groin. Jalen Waddle for Denver, muscle tightness, came back, I think, recently. The Chargers got banged up in the joint practice with the Niners. Their center, Tyler Biadasz, they just traded for him this year. Possibly done for the year, messed up his ACL. Quentin Johnson, receiver, hurt. Atlanta, Jalon Walker, ACL, done for the year. The Bills, 2 guys.
And also Penix isn't back yet.
Yeah, Tua looks terrible. Kenny Coleman, DJ Moore looked great for the Bills in the preseason game. Both banged up though. Came out of that with some soreness. Cooper.
By the way, the week 2 preseason game I want to watch is Philly and New England.
That's going to be a good one. So, Jimmy, I just named like a full NFL team of players. I feel like I named a full NFL team.
So we got hamstrings,
groins,
we got groins,
ankles,
muscle
hammies.
soreness.
What does this mean, Jimmy? Where's the conditioning? Why are these guys? What are these guys doing in the off season? Are they
off season? OTAs, mini camp, beginning of training camp.
What's going on here?
What is going on?
I feel like we kind of
we joke.
Back. Yeah, we joke because I feel like if we go back, there's always a litany.
Yeah, but it's not like this.
Yeah, we say it every year. It's like we could probably go back and do some research.
But if we go back,
but the soft tissue injuries are big.
Yeah, exactly. But if we go back, I bet you it's torn ACLs, it's high ankle sprains, Achilles. Well, it's not hamstring, quad, groin.
Yeah,
tightness.
That's just a stretching situation. That's just when high school football. We had like 20 minutes of like intense stretching and conditioning. We didn't start a practice without it. I don't recall ever a time of a guy pulled a hammy, pulled groin, quad. This never happened. It was probably just a major injury, like an ACL, like you said. That's what happened to me. But like never any kind of muscle pulls. So I don't know what's going on with these guys. The conditioning. It is kind of the CBA's fault with the lack of the practicing, right?
Well, and Louis Riddick mentioned that today on Get Up. Shout out. He put a tweet out about how it's getting hard. What do we need to cancel? OTAs. We got to cancel the whole season. We just go to Derek Carr. The Madden game is making all these guys soft.
Tiki Barber, too. Tiki Barber. Good
all
comment.
These guys. Look, football is hard. I never played. I just played two-hand touch. But when we played two-hand touch, it was physical. It wasn't – it's two-hand touch. But guys are still playing tackle when we're playing two-hand touch. Yeah. Like, football is a physical sport. It ain't guys, Madden.
It ain't. Guys today think it's different. Like, now it's like I was reading something, too, or I heard something that the NIL mentality now is like guys come in, training camp might not be going their way. They're not liking how it's going, and they're like, hey, how do I transfer to another team?
There ain't no transfer portal.
Yeah, you get cut. That's what happens. We cut you or we trade you. You don't
there is no transfer portal in the NFL, buddy.
It's crazy, man.
That's why I love what Kirby does. He's like, good, you want to hit the portal? Fine.
Yeah, get out of here.
We're here to develop players. Yes. We're here to develop your work ethic, your work ability. We want guys that want to be here, whether you're a starter or not.
Yeah. And I think it seems like
speaking of which, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say it seems like these guys need to do better off-season conditioning work. That's what it seems like to me.
Well, you also need to do better blocking work, Tyrone Tracy, because you just lost your job.
Yeah, right. Who did the Giants sign? Jimmy, tell us.
Najee Harris, baby, my guy out of Alabama.
Coming off now, interesting because also him coming off an Achilles and a messed up eyeball from a firework incident. Where he barely played last year. I don't even think he played for the Chargers. And he's coming in there possibly because Tyrone.
I loved the signing for the Chargers last year for Najee Harris.
Yeah.
It's a shame he got hurt.
Yeah, but look, Tyrone Tracy, bad pass protection. Najee Harris, veteran. Harbaugh, veteran coach won't stand for this stuff. If you can't
it's called accountability finally.
Yeah, discipline and accountability. If you're not going to be able to do your job, you're going to be out of here.
Danny Jones. Jackson Dart absolutely got train wrecked.
Yeah, because of the miss. I don't even think Tracy tried. He just whiffed on that completely. Like, it was
Dude,
so
Najee
bad.
will pick up that block and you ain't moving him.
Yeah, and this also makes me wonder. I know Scadaboo's working his way back. Are they just concerned with, like, if he's not fully back yet? We got.
What did I say? What? Go find the tape. I'll go find the tape before the draft about Jeremiah Love and why I wanted Jeremiah Love drafted for the New York Giants. You lessen the workload for Scadaboo.
Yeah.
You put a runner in there that can just pound the football. You go to Scadaboo. We've talked about it, about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
When they won the championships, it was always three-headed.
And Love, I know he got the ankle sprain, but for all intents, in his 14 carries, looked like a bona fide NFL running back. Like, I don't know why the Cardinals gave him so many carries. You saw all you needed to see because Sean Payton.
Dude, I would have given him 2 series and it would have been off the field.
Well, Sean Payton, his rookie running back, I believe Coleman is his name. He said, we gave him 2 carries. I saw what I needed to see get off the field. They should have done that with Jeremiah Love. Look, the kid will be back. He'll be fine. It's just going to take a little longer. He looks like a bona fide NFL running back.
He was an NFL player last year playing for Notre Dame.
Yeah, so I think maybe the Najee signing is not only a pass protection thing.
I loved it. I loved it. It was funny. Before, when I heard about the visit, I tweeted, I'm like, this is what the Giants need to do. Bring him in, get a 3-headed monster, and then the next day they signed him.
And now you have 4 because Singletary's there too. So, like, it's either going to be you're going to carry 4 or one of these guys is
somebody's getting cut. I think Tyrone Casey might get cut.
Yeah, Cutter practice squatted, one or the other, right? So,
well, Najee's got to be. Najee's an NFL player.
They signed him, so he's there now. Najee's there. And then Vita Vea signs a 1-year deal with the Bucks. Just he wanted a long-term deal, so it's a 1-year deal. He's getting new money, and he's going to play out this contract and then probably put himself in a free agency next year. Big for Tampa because if he's not there, your defense taking a major hit. So big signing for them.
Yeah, big signing. So, NFL preseason is here.
Yep.
Wrestling's still going on. You know what we got to do. We break it all down. Check out a college football episode. Me and Jeremy break it all down. The rankings, what do they mean?
You guys did a great job with that.
Nothing because it's preseason for them too. We'll find out come week 5 where everybody truly is. I cannot wait. We got All In coming up. We got NFL season right around the corner. It's gonna be a wild ride. Like I said in a clip, you need to follow along or else you're gonna miss out.
Tune in.
Always.
Yeah, tune in because these next couple weeks leading up to the season, we're gonna hit our conference previews. And then we're going to do our big NFL preview with our 5 bowl predictions and some other things, our early Super Bowl picks. So tune in these next couple weeks. You want to be right here.
There may be some two-week, like 2-for-1s coming up.
Oh, for sure.
Because the wrestling and NFL, there's going to be a lot to discuss. So
they need their proper respect.
They need their proper respect. Guys, tune in, NightCap Recap. Follow along, NightCap Recap Media, Full Press Media, Specialty Media up on YouTube. We'll get you back out to Spotify as well when we get the full season rolling along. We appreciate everybody who's following us, listening, liking, commenting. You know the place to be. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis. Guys, peace out.
Peace.